The Snyder Cut has been officially released on HBO Max today, but does it live up to the promises Zack Snyder has given us? Let's find out in the review. Welcome back to my channel. This is Let's Be Real with Brad. I talk about movies, TV shows, and do all sorts of fun and exciting videos on the channel. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video, as it would be gladly appreciated. In the past few days, I reviewed the first three, well, technically two Snyder films, which made me even less interested in this new cut. Now that I've seen the film, I am simply blown away by it. So let's hop right into this review, starting with the story. I thought the story was perfect. No, I literally mean perfect. We get more extended backstories to all these characters that made the film 100 times more interesting than the theatrical cut. The characters mostly get an even amount of screen time, even though some characters are a bit fleshed out more than others. The acting is also quite decent, as I really enjoyed everyone in these roles. Ray Fisher was the biggest standout who played Cyborg. It's crazy that he had the worst character and probably the worst performance in the theatrical cut, but in the director's cut, it is the complete opposite. I genuinely felt emotionally interested in what all the characters were saying. I even thought the amount of long expositional dialogue was outstanding. There was so much love, passion, and soul behind these moments. I also thought that every aspect of the film was so well fleshed out that it didn't leave me with any questions regarding the story, characters' motivations, and what was happening. There isn't a ton of action as you might think, but with how really great the story and writing are, I'm totally cool with it because it's a slow building movie, learning about the characters, developing them, and making each fight scene worth it. The final battle scene had me on the edge of my seat, being so insanely excited to see what was going to happen next. It did not disappoint, giving the fans exactly what they wanted with fantastic, emotion-driven action that I actually cared about. Wonder Woman was the biggest standout, having the most kick-ass scenes of the whole film. This is some of the best direction out of the whole DCEU. I also really enjoyed the cinematography, as the theatrical cut looked horrible. This movie's look is much different from the previous two Snyder films, being very bleached out and looking very dull, which I thought added ideally to the new world everyone is living in as it changes as the movie moves along. The editing was also great, especially in the action scenes that I thought looked incredible. I couldn't tell that they combined original footage with new footage because it all felt seamless. The score by Junkie XL is fantastic. It is so intense, exciting, and added to every action scene. The score was perfect for the action scenes, especially in the end, that almost made me cry because of how awesome it all was. The best ingredient of them all is Zack Snyder. I have been hard on him with his earlier films that I didn't enjoy all that much, but something clicked with this movie. He is a talented director who saw a second opportunity that many people don't get and did everything he could to make this movie excellent. I really hope he gets a chance to make a sequel because I think he deserves this after one of the best comeback stories in film history. This film does have a few negatives. The film is very long for starters, which I do like, as I don't think you could have made this movie this good without being over 3 hours. With that being said, I think it could have been maybe 3 hours and 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I believe many scenes could have been shortened or been cut out. The pacing can be very inconsistent, more so in part 6, where the film does drop off considerably. The next negative is that I thought the epilogue should have been 15-20 minutes shorter, as there is this extended scene that hardcore fans will love, but it felt very out of place considering the movie felt like it was over. It's a great and awesome scene, but could have been used as the sequel's first scene. Third negative is with the visual effects. They are so much better in this film than in the theatrical, but adding it all together for a $370 million film that looks very subpar isn't all that great of an accomplishment. It is very distracting knowing what you're watching isn't real. Overall, this is a really great superhero movie with the most significant upgrade I have ever seen for a film. It feels like a completely different film with great writing, characters, villains, action, story, and complexity. I always felt emotionally attached to what was happening as I had a big smile on my face almost throughout the whole film. I think this is the best DCU film as of this moment. I am giving Zack Snyder's Justice League an 8 out of 10. So, have you seen Zack Snyder's Justice League? And if you have, what do you think of the film and where does it rank in your DCU rankings? As always, I will see you all in the next episode.